What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link is in the description box below. This one's entitled When Men Take the Gloves Off. I've been watching a lot of videos because I've been busy. I've been doing a lot. But BGS More's regular channel and his woman's channel, and I've been thinking about when men mentor young men and men dealing with feminism. So it's the same thing. When you're a young man, you're young and you feel invincible. So you feel like you can do anything, challenge anybody, you're going to come out on top. But what you don't realize is the men in your life who are actually grown men, they never took the gloves off yet. You see, they had to deal with you. They had to deal with you in a subdued kind of way. They couldn't get at you like a grown man because you wasn't ready. You never passed the test. uh, You know, you never had a rite of passage yet to be a quote unquote man. So you always protected by chivalry, even as a young man. When you made bad decisions or sucker moves, you didn't have to pay the consequence yet because you wasn't of age that a guy takes the gloves off with you. But when you hit a certain age, they come off. And when the gloves come off, so the veil comes off too. Where you thought you were smart, and now you realize when the gloves come off, they saw you coming a mile away. You thought you was tough. Then you realize when the gloves come off, they let you in for your confidence, or they didn't even take you serious because you're not really a threat to them. You thought you earned their respect, but they didn't take the gloves off yet. So when they took the gloves off and made you actually work, the level of work was on a completely different level than you were ready to withstand and operate in. So now you have a newfound respect for the person who never took the gloves off with you, instead of them respecting you for all the quote unquote effort you thought you put out when it wasn't really as much as you thought. You thought you was mentally ready until they took the gloves off and pressed you. And you realize how fragile your mind was because they could make you quit. They could make you um, have a mental breakdown. They can make you ask for sympathy, you know? Because now you realize they took the gloves off. And now you kind of hit that wall where you start you start looking back and reflecting on all the things that happened that got your confidence up, and you realize they kept the gloves on to keep you from to not destroy your young confidence. But now your confidence is your responsibility. You know, you don't catch fish you don't eat, and nobody's gonna help you. They taught you how to fish, so you on your own. You know, it is what it is. So what happened was I think the same thing about feminism. Guys haven't taken off the gloves yet, even with you feminists, gender roles, and all that other stuff. You see, because school is skewed and there are these, you have to accommodate the women to make it equal. The gloves haven't come off yet. So now that some of you ladies are feel like you're on the same level as men, or you're higher than certain men, realize that even the guys you think you're on the same level as and are higher than, even if they are beneath you, they haven't taken the gloves off yet. The dumb guys haven't taken the gloves off with you yet. The geniuses haven't even considered taking the gloves off with you. The assertive men haven't taken the gloves off with you. The passive men haven't even taken the gloves off with you. So the wins that you're getting are still are under the umbrella of accommodation. Now, the problem with that is this. You're going to get confident. You're going to start feeling yourself as people are now, like, we could do anything a man could do, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. That's how you feel. But you on the cusp of guys taking the gloves off. And ain't no more accommodations. There aren't any more conversations of batting your eyes. Like, none of the things that women have done or do to use their femininity to get ahead, all of that's going to be thrown in the trash. Because when the gloves come off, so does chivalry. When it's time to compete, it's really time to compete. Let's put it like this. If it's business and there are no rules, there are no rules. Chivalry ain't no rules. Nah, you ain't getting it. If we're talking love, there are no rules. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if you want to play in the mud, you about to play in the mud with the pigs. I don't know. If it's sink or swim, their water shark infested. You want to be king of the jungle? The real Mufasa and King Kong is about to come out. And there will be no mercy. There will be no second chances. There will be no sympathy. Not at all. Because now, when the gloves come off, that's the point where somebody's going to make you understand. You're going to see the coldness in the eyes. Like, guys know that look when another guy's like, there ain't no love here, man. There ain't no sympathy here. There ain't no nothing, right? You played to get you knocked on the devil's door, and you about to get answered. There ain't no going back. And that's the thing when the gloves come off. There ain't no going back. There ain't no hold up. I need you to put that genie back in the bottle. So the same way these young boys are getting attacked in school and being demonized for being boys, understand, if they can't get even in the classroom, they're going to get even on the playground. Same thing goes in life. If you want to hook up all the women around you, you know what the men about to do? do the same thing. You know, if the women feel like they're smarter than the men, you know what the men gonna do? Put them to the test, show and prove, and you won't get the benefit of saying, it takes me 10 minutes to do. We gotta accommodate you and it take you 15. If it ain't done in 10, you got to go. People, when the gloves come off, who cares about your feelings? Nobody cares about your emotions. Nobody cares that you're a mother. Nobody cares that you got kids. Nobody cares that you in your feelings. Gloves is off. Should have thought about that before I took them off. You feel me? Um, so I'm gonna end it right here because I don't feel like going forever in a day. But this is, be prepared. Just like young men get prepared, find out, and you feminists get prepared because the gloves are on the cusp of coming off. Yeah.